Hello everyone, you are welcome to today's tutorial. So today I just want to make this video very short so that when we are going to that pattern illustration that I want to show, or the video that we show, it will be easier for you to be able to capture it. So this is the type of gusset that I want to put in that bag. I'll put it in one of the side of this video so that you will understand. So this is the type of gusset that I want to put. I'm not talking about the cover, I'm talking about this gusset, okay, and this button. So this is the type that I want to put in that bag. Now, achieving this type of gusset is always very difficult for some people, but I tell you that it is very, very simple. Now, for you to get from here, for you to get this part here, this particular point here, you need to first determine the width of your gusset. That is how wide you want the gusset to be. So let me, for instance, now you've cut your main body, that is from here to here. Let me, for instance, you have cut it. That is this one. We're going to use this one as the main body, and this one is 8.5 by 5.5 inches, right? Now, in order for you to get this part, you are going to take exactly this 5.5. You are going to measure it 5.5. You are not going to add anything to it. So let me use this side. You are going to measure 5.5. You mark it 5.5 by the wideness that you want. Okay, so for this particular, or let me just say, okay, let me say you want the wideness of your gusset to be 1 inch. Yes, let me just use 1 inch as an example. You want the wideness of your gusset to be 1 inch. You are going to measure this 1 inch till you get to that 5.5. Note that from here to here, you are not minusing anything from it. It remains constant. From here to here remains constant. If you have 5.5, you are measuring 5.5. If you have 6 inches, you are measuring 6 inches. If you even have 10 inches, it is that same 10 inches that you are going to measure. So now that we measure our 5.5, the wideness depends on what you want. Okay, so right now the wideness I'm working with here is 1 inches. Okay, the wideness I'm working with here is 1 inches. Now you'll be wondering, so how will 1 inch not be too small? That is why I said it is your preference. Okay, it is your preference. So after marking it out this way, I will connect all the lines together. Now the next thing I'm going to do to achieve this place, that is this H that is here, is that you are going to add 1 inch to it, because from here to this point, that is, let me use marking pen for this. So from this top to this place where it has that curve is ½ inch. You might decide to use 0.7 inch. You might decide to use 0.5 inch, but 0.5 inch is the most common one. So if you are using 0.5 inch, it means that, remember that from here to here, this one, we have one here, we have another one here. So from here to here, 0.5 inch. From here to here, 0.5 inch. So 0.5 inch plus 0.5 inch, since it is on the both sides. So we are going to add that 1 inch to it, which is the side. We are not adding anything to the height. It is the side that you are adding another 1 inch. And the reason is because you are still going to cut it off. Okay, you are still going to cut it off, even if you are doing the one that has that is very big, like the one I did last time was very big. Maybe the height is 10 inches, for example, and you want the side gusset to be 1 inch, or whatever amount of wideness you want for the side. You are definitely still going to add this 1 inch to the wideness. Okay, so it is the wideness that you always add 1 inch. So whatever measurement you use as the wideness of your bag, you must add 1 inch to it, so that you'll be able to achieve this part. Okay, so that you'll be able to achieve that part. So after adding your 1 inch this way, now here comes the trick. You see this 1 inch that we add, this is what you are going to do to eliminate it. So you are going to divide this ½ inch into 2. This 1 inch into 2. So this 1 inch divided by 2 will give us what? 0.5. You will now measure the 0.5 inside like this. You mark 0.5. You will come to this side. You will also mark 0.5. You see, so from here to here we have 0.5. From here to here we also have 0.5. Now how are we going to do? Now we have gotten from here to here, which is the 0.5. So how are we going to get from here to here, which is from the bottom to this point? You are also going to mark 0.5. So whatever you use from here to here is what you are going to use from the bottom to the top to achieve it. I hope that this explanation is clear, because I really want you people to understand this part. It is usually very, very difficult, but I want you to get it, to understand it, so that you'll be able to make your own bags without asking how are you able to get this side, or each time you want to make side gusset you'll be running up and down. No, when you already understand the basics, it will be easier for you. So this is our 0.5. So I'm going to use my ruler to connect straight lines. Okay, so I'll also, in order for me to have a straight line here, I'll still measure the 0.5. So you can measure the 0.5 in 2 places just for you to be able to get a straight line. Okay, I hope you can see what I am doing. In case you have any question, it is not too clear to you, please still ask me in the comment section. I decided to make this one a different video so that you'll be able to understand everything. So after marking it out this way, what you are simply going to do, this is not mine. Okay guys, why I did not use this scissors is because this one is not a fabric, it's not a paper scissors. I just have that one personally for leathers, that's why I didn't use it. So I'm going to cut it out. So watch me the way I cut it. Just cut this way. You are cutting now, you are cutting that 1/2 inch away. So you come here, you also cut it. Okay, so after cutting it, just press it down this way, following that line that you marked. Okay, so that it will be easy for you to cut. Now cut it out. So yeah, now we have our gusset. So you are simply going to cut it out. So here it is. You see that it is very, very simple. So to make it simpler for you, I don't know how I'm going to explain it this so that it will be very simple for you. So let me say, from here to here of your bag, you retain the measurement, which is 5.5. Okay, then for the wideness, from here like this, the wideness, you are going to determine what you want. So we used 1 inch for the wideness. Now in order for you to get this part, this H part that is here, this part that curves in, in order for you to get it, you are going to add another 1 inch. So after adding that 1 inch, that 1 inch that you add, you are going to divide the 1 inch into 2. And when we divide 1 by 2, it will give us 0.5. So when you get 0.5, you are going to measure 0.5 this way. You come down and also measure 0.5 upward. Hope you can see 0.5 upwards, 0.5 inward. You do the same thing to this side. Then you cut the middle part off. That's just the simplest method to get the side gusset. Now let's move over to the bottom part. So for the bottom part, which is from here to here, is that in order for you to achieve that, it's very simple. So after getting this one, just place it like this. Place it like this. Just place it like this. Now that we place it like this, make sure it is equal in this part. Now mark what you have. Okay, mark what you have. Come to this other side and also place it on it. And also mark what you have. Now that you've marked here, you've also marked here. Just measure in between the 2 lines you just marked. That is from here, not from this part again, from the line you just marked. Measure it to the other line that you have. So here we have 7.3 inches. You can see 7.3 inches. So that means that is your bottom part. That is your bottom part. So you are simply going to use, you are just going to bring it. You measure 7.3 inches, 7.3 inches by the wideness of this your gusset. So this our side gusset now is now what? 2 inches. So 7.3 inches plus by 2 inches, so that the 2 will rhyme with each other. Yes, so that the 2 will rhyme with each other. You connect your lines. See that it is very, very simple, right? 7.3 inches. Now this is the bottom part. You are just going to cut it out. So now we have our bottom and the side. So since we have 2 sides, you can see this side and this side, you are going to replicate it. You are going to use this one to cut another pieces. So you will cut 2 of this and 1 of this, which is for the bottom, and this one for the side. Okay, so that is all for how to make this type of side gusset. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Bye.